All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone and where you're watching me from. Welcome back to my live stream this morning. I hope you guys are all doing great. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Thank you, and thank you. Please, if you're joining me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, put on your notification button, share the broadcast, and as well, comment where you're watching from. God bless you. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Wait a minute. All right, guys, I'm back again. Welcome back this morning. Please comment where you're watching from. I see Cousin Low. Stanley, are you from Burkina Faso? Cousin Low, please, where are you watching from, please? Where are you watching from? Cousin. Comfort Amma Vroom. Good morning from Ghana. That's my sister from Ghana. God bless you. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. Welcome again this morning to my live stream. Okay, please, if you are joining me for the first time, please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel, put on your notification button, share the broadcast, and as well, comment where you're watching from. It's very necessary, please. Thank you for joining us here. Kasim, please, where are you watching from? From Morocco. I'm not from Burkina Faso, but I'm a lover of good things. I love what's going on in Burkina Faso. Okay, yeah, as an African youth, I support Ibrahim Traore 101%. So I found the need to encourage him through my live stream, and as well promote his leadership and sensitize our people on the importance of holding leaders accountable and the importance of reclaiming Africa, our continent, our dear continent, back from the people exploiting us. Okay, so, and I promise to use Ibrahim Traore picture on my background for the whole of 2025 to show solidarity and as well support for his leadership. So if you're joining me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Very importantly, subscribe to the channel so we can get to wider audience. Thank you very much, guys. Share the broadcast. Also share the broadcast. Thank you. Welcome. Please, where are you watching from, please? Give me thumbs up. I love thumbs up. I love when you're giving me likes, it encourages me a lot. It makes me feel like yes, what I'm doing is the right thing. And as well, comment as much as you can. Comment what is your opinion. Ask questions, constructively. Do not throw insult on anyone, please. Thank you. Okay, I am in Gambia, but I'm a Nigerian by nationality, but I live in the Gambia. I do business in the Gambia. Welcome, guys. Keep coming, guys. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. We have very important discussion this morning. Please go down to my channel, watch my videos. I made videos. I dropped the video yesterday. Flying Man Australia. What's your channel about? Okay, thank you very much. That's a very valid question. My channel is all about gospel of truth. I preach the gospel of truth. That's number one. Number two, I use my channel to sensitize my fellow African youth on the importance of holding leaders accountable and demanding for good leadership in Africa. Okay, that's number two. Number three, I stand for justice, fairness, and equity. Okay, and that is what I stand for. I don't know color, I don't know race, I don't know religion, I don't know, you know, the tribe. What I know here is humanity. As long as I'm a human being, we are one body, one soul. Okay, because that is what my platform is standing for. Thank you. I swear to God. Thank you very much, Elka. Thank you so much for reminding them. God bless you so much. God bless you. This is the kind of people that I love, that I love to see. Thank you so much for reminding them. Thumbs up is not a big thing. I mean, like, just click, tap. Thank you. Supporting what we do here. What we do here is sensitizing our people on the importance of holding leaders accountable. Number one. Number two, demanding for good leadership. We cannot be going around with placard on the street every time. And you know what it takes in Africa when you have a placard on your, with yourself. I mean, you're by yourself. Your life is in danger. Definitely they might even send some soldiers to come and eliminate you. Like just what happened in Kenya the other day, and what happened in Uganda, and what happened in Togo a few days ago. So the only thing we can do is to use our platform. This is one of the reasons why I keep telling people that there are better ways to use social media. Social media is not just all about showing your wealth, what you have achieved, showing your achievements, showing your cars, your houses, your jewelries, your luxury cloth. It's not all about that. Social media is not about women showing their boobs, their ass, and all that. Social media should be used in things like this. I mean, sensitizing people on the importance of holding leaders accountable, and as well demanding for good leadership in Africa. We need Africa that will be comfortable, where our children will be proud of. Africa, like I said, I told you time without number that the money our leaders have borrowed in Africa. In fact, I don't think our great grandchildren will be able to pay those debts, because they borrowed the destiny of our children away. And we need young generation to take over power, and as well make sure that dividends of democracy goes across the board. That's the importance of this. That's the main purpose of this channel. I hope you get to understand my point now. Thank you very much. My sister said, okay. Um, oh, he said, guys, please tap on your screen. It costs nothing, but thank you very much for reminding them. I really appreciate. This is what I mean. It wouldn't cost us anything like tapping, and most of the time, I do have some such challenges like when I'm on live stream like this, because when my channel becomes popular, when I goes on live stream, my internet will start playing, everything will start messing around. But since I changed my internet and start changing my IP when I'm going live, those things stopped. So but I know that normally that is one thing in Africa. Freedom of speech is always could always cost you a lot, but that wouldn't make us to relent. That wouldn't make us to stop what we're doing, because what we are doing is a good cause, and we'll definitely not sitting back. Like I said, I've said it time without number. This is no longer the time we sit on the fence, waiting for the change that we desire. No longer, the time, we sit in our closet waiting for the change to come. We see what played out in Senegal a few, 2 years ago, when Senegalese, went to the pool and reclaimed their country back through diplomatic revolution. It happened, and it can also happen anywhere else. We saw what is happening in Burkina Faso today. I know that it is a coup. I'm not in support of coup, but at a point, it is necessary. At a point, it is necessary. At a point, it is necessary, for us to, start holding leaders accountable, demanding for the revolution. I mean, holding the bull by the horn. It is very important. It's not just all about complain and complain and complain and complain. Just like in my country, Nigeria, where I come from, most of the time you see the youth complain. They think, essential commodities are expensive, things are hard, these leaders are not doing well. But during the election, they will still be compromised with peanuts. At the end of the day, they will sell their conscience. Do you understand? So this is the importance of waking them up, letting them know the right thing to do. Because 2027 is around the corner. In Gambia here, 2026 is around the corner. Election is coming very close. So if you want the change, that change that you desire, this is the right time, to make that change. Start, from sensitizing your mind. I mean, waking up from from your slumber and do the right thing when you are supposed to do it. Um, let me read comments. Okay, let me go back here. Cousin Low said, Traore, in my opinion, is not too good. Has taken so much territory under his rule, and he is still takes millions of in aid from Western countries every year. I mean, where are you getting your news from? Please, may I ask you, where are you getting your news from? And besides, where are you watching from? Because I asked you where you're watching from, you didn't say anything. Where are you watching from, and where are you getting your news from? I'm gonna answer you, but just wait, let me read your comment. Or he is young, and people like him to Sankara, very charismatic, but I think people should not be fooled by his speech and looks. I'm coming for you. I'm definitely gonna reply you. Elka come and said, you changed your IP to where for the internet to be better, please. I can't tell you that here on the live stream. Okay. Cassin Lowe said, I like the leader of Senegal. He is very good. Senegal is stable and safe, but Burkina Faso is not and has only got more dangerous. I don't know where you're getting your news from. Um, my sister Eka Kamen said, Eka Kamen, please, where are you watching from? Please, if I may ask you, I'm sorry. Please, where are you watching from? Because your comments are very valid. Burkina Faso is better than it was a few years back. I'm coming for, just wait. I'm coming for him. I'm going to answer him. You are not very well informed. Thank you very much for answering him. I'm coming. I'm coming for you. I will answer him. In this background picture of you, no, is this back? No, it's not me. That's Ibrahim Traore. Okay, let me answer this man. Okay, Cousin Low, you said that Burkina Faso is not that good, right? Okay, that's my sister from Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining us here. Thank you very much. Hello, mommy. Eh, eh? Alpha, you don't reach? Okay, I'm on live stream. Mm. Okay, okay. Okay, that's my Cameroonian sister, lives in Nigeria. You live in my country. Thank you very much for joining us here. Please, if you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, put on your notification button, share the broadcast, and as well, always comment where you're watching from so I will be able to identify with you. So now, what's the name? Cousin Low, you did not tell me where you're watching from. You don't want me to know where you're watching from, but I will answer you respectfully because I think you need to be tutored. There are a lot of things that you don't know, and I think you don't want to know. You don't really want to know. Okay, first of all, you say Burkina Faso is becoming worst. Well, my question is, when last did you visit Burkina Faso? That is number one question. I told you forgot. I told you forgot. No. When last did you visit? Okay, from Morocco. Okay, sorry. When last did you visit Burkina Faso? Okay, that's the number one question. Number two question is, what made Burkina Faso more dangerous now than before? If I may ask, what made Burkina Faso more dangerous than before? Okay, well, have you visited Burkina Faso recently during this Ibrahim Traore's regime? Have you ever visited Burkina Faso before? Okay, now you've not visited Burkina Faso before, and you are there in Morocco, and selling out things, something that you're not too sure of. Before, there's something about me. Before I will come out here to come and say something, I've made my research. I don't just come out to come and talk because just for talking sake. I will be very, very sure, because I have a lot of people that are watching me. At the end of this live stream now, I may have up to 20,000 views. I may have up to 15,000 views. So if I'm selling lies here, I'm selling lies to over 20,000 views, or 15,000 views, or 30,000 views, or 40,000 views, right? I can't be selling lies to this large population, that large crowd of people, right? Okay, now, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. As a true African, because Morocco is Africa, it's not Africa, right? As a true African, have you tried to, when you had the news of the negative news about Ibrahim Traore, have you tried to make a research about Burkina Faso? Have you tried to make a research about Burkina Faso? You've not made any research about Burkina Faso. This is the problem. This is where our problem started from. Our problem started from the media houses in Africa, because you know why I say the media houses in Africa? Number one, the media houses in Africa has been compromised. They cannot tell you anything recent. They will not sell out the news that will hurt their paymasters, their so-called paymasters. They will only sell out the news that will make the paymasters feel good. And if they fail to sell out those news, they may their license may be revoked, or they may cut off their pay. You understand? So one of the most corrupt institutions in Africa is the media houses, the journalists. Because why? Before we have social media, like I said, we are in 21st century, where we have social media platforms where people lend their voices, right? Before we have social media, during the time of Gaddafi, during the time of Idi Amin of Uganda, I'm just mentioning names. During the time of Idi Amin of Uganda, during the time of Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, during the time of Amilcar Cabral of Guinea-Bissau, during the time of Lumumba, during the time of Thomas Sankara, there was nothing like social media. There wasn't anything like social media. So whatever news they project to you through radio stations or newspaper or television is definitely the news that you will consume. So they sell out the news that Gaddafi was a tyrant, that Gaddafi was a dictator, Gaddafi was this, Gaddafi was that, and all those things were propaganda against Gaddafi. Because why? Gaddafi, refused to be a puppet. Gaddafi refused to be a puppet to them. Gaddafi refused to bow to them. Gaddafi refused to submit, Libyan resources to them, so that they will be taken and exploiting the way they want, and be giving Libya just percentage, just like they were doing in Burkina Faso. Now, let me tell you something. Do you know that Burkina Faso, as a fourth gold largest producing country in Africa, was just receiving only 20% of their resources? Casting low, he said, brother, Gaddafi was a murderer of fellow Africans. You know what he did in Sudan and in Darfur. I'm coming. If you call Gaddafi a murderer, my brother, I think I don't know, but I'm coming for you. I'm coming. Let me sensitize your brain, because you really need to be sensitized. Because I think you have been brainwashed by the Western news propagandas, right? I'm very sorry to say, but you have been brainwashed. Do you know that Gaddafi was one of the best presidents that you can think of in Africa? Gaddafi, yes, Gaddafi was the best. You are from Morocco, and Morocco and Libya have common boundary. They have, they share things in common. Okay, they share things in common. So you will know better in Libya than me. Now, during the time of Gaddafi, have you ever seen any Libyan anywhere looking for greener pasture anywhere? Okay, now you call Gaddafi a murderer. Now, what have Libya become now? Since the time, at the assassination of Gaddafi, have Libya ever gotten government? Is there any government in place in Libya? The answer is no. So I'm coming to that part for you. Now, the reason why we always consume the news and always believe that Gaddafi was a dictator and Idi Amin was a dictator was because there was nothing like social media where we can hear the real truth. Okay? Now, the platforms in the media platforms in Africa here, they are getting paid by the Westerners to sell out the news, to project someone as a dictator, and people will definitely consume it and say it and accept it that it is true, which is never true. And there is no social media platform to debunk it. Do you know why they are finding it hard on this in this 21st century, on this Ibrahim Traore's regime, You know why they are finding it difficult to penetrate Burkina Faso? Because we are in 21st century where the social media platform is there. It's not just everything. So a lot of people don't even listen to radio. For me, I don't even listen to radio anymore. I cannot remember how many years I stopped listening to radio. I don't even watch news on the television. If I'm watching television, maybe I'm watching movies or music videos and all that. I don't listen to news because I see news on the television and the radio as propaganda. If you want to get the real news, there are social media there are social media bloggers that will give you the real accurate live news that you will get to know what is going on. So what they did to Gaddafi was what they were trying to do to Ibrahim Traore by Michael Langley of AFRICOM went to the Congress, US Congress, to label Ibrahim Traore as a dictator, which Ibrahim Traore was never a dictator. So when this young man was labeled a dictator, and at the end of the day, we all protested on social media. Our brothers in South and North America, Africans in diaspora, lovers of Africa, Africans in Africa, we started protesting that it is a lie. Do you know that if it was time, if there was social media during the time of Gaddafi, what happened in Libya wouldn't have happened. America wouldn't have invaded Libya and assassinated Gaddafi. So I don't know where you are getting your news from. If you've not been to Burkina Faso, you don't know anything that is going on in Burkina Faso. You don't know anything in and out. You don't know. You are in Morocco. If you want to, if you hear a news and you want to confirm what you heard, what you do is to make research. It's as simple as ABCD. Gaddafi was one of the best presidents. Any country, even your Morocco, any country that swears that did not benefit anything from Gaddafi's regime is an ingrate. Is an ungrateful individuals. Any country that will wake up and tell you that they did not benefit from Gaddafi's regime is a liar. Gaddafi was one of the best presidents in Africa. Because why? Because Gaddafi did not accept to become a puppet like your presidents are. Gaddafi did not accept to be sharing Libyan's resources in percentage with the West. He refused. He said the Libyan resources belong to the Libyans and we will manage our resources by ourselves. Nobody born of a woman will enter my country and be taking my resources and be giving me a percentage. Do you understand? This was one of the reasons why Gaddafi was being hated by these Westerners. The same thing with Idi Amin of Uganda. Before, when I was growing up, I was thinking that Idi Amin was a very brutal leader like that, was a very bad leader. Like that was a very, was a murderer. But at the end of the day, during my research, I got to realize the reason why Idi Amin was projected in such manner that he's a dictator, he's a tyrant, he's a what did they call it? He's a cannibal that he eats human beings. All those things were lies from the pit of hell. Because why? Idi Amin resisted them from entering Uganda to exploit Uganda resources and be giving Uganda by percentage of their resources. Idi Amin resisted to be a puppet. Idi Amin was resisted to be a puppet. Idi Amin resisted them from taking their resources. That is one of the reasons why they projected Idi Amin as a dictator, and everybody in Africa hated Idi Amin because of what they had in the news, and without making a research. This is the same thing. The problem that you are having now as a Cousin Low, this is your problem now. Your problem now is that you had a news about Ibrahim Traore and you've not made a research. Do you know that a lot of people have gone to Burkina Faso to confirm? Listen, whatever. I'm not saying that everything you see on the social media is true. There are some AI videos that of Ibrahim Traore speaking English fluently. Those are not Ibrahim Traore. Those are not Ibrahim Traore. But if you want to make a research and understand and know Ibrahim Traore more, what you do is go to the YouTubers. Let me mention the YouTubers. You go to their channels. I mean, credible and people, YouTubers that have integrity that can never be compromised. People like Wademaya of Ghana. People like Tayo Aina of Nigeria. There are a lot of them that have gone, they've traveled to Uganda, to Burkina Faso, and they've made videos and made interviews with Burkinabes, and they got to understand that whatever that you are hearing on the news about Ibrahim Traore is 100% true. So I don't know where you're getting your news from. Do you know that Ibrahim Traore met a country that was not functioning? He said, let me see what you said. I'm sorry, my leg is paining me. Let me see what you said. How was he fighting for Africa? He helped the genocide in Darfur by giving them weapons. Chichi, on the AC for me. Let me on it. There's light now. Sorry, 1 minute, guys. Let me sit on my light is dark. Too hot already. Carson, don't go up. I'm going to answer you now. Give me that pillow. Give me. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You said, let me read your comment. Let me read it. How was he fighting for Africa? He helped the genociders in Darfur by giving them weapon and training. He invaded Chad. He supported Uganda in its invasion of Tanzania. He even supported the RSF, etc. Hmm. He said, please respond to this. Okay, I'm coming. Okay. Oh my goodness. For God's sake. What do you want? Where are you going? Take. Go and sit down there. Stop distracting me. I'm doing something important. Okay. Let me see what this man said here. He said, no problem, brother. Even though we may disagree, much love to you from Morocco. Thank you very much. I understand. But sincerely speaking, you need to make a research about Ibrahim Traore first before you conclude. Don't just consume all the news that you get from the social media, from the your television and all that. Most of those news are fake propaganda against him. So how will you even tag him as a dictator when he's not? Do you know what Ibrahim Traore? Ibrahim Traore inherited nothing from the previous government. He inherited nothing, empty account. He started from the scratch building that country. Do you know the achievement of that young man within the few 2 years of his leadership in Burkina Faso? They've achieved a lot that even your president cannot achieve within the space of 2 years. You know, there are a lot of countries in Africa that have not achieved what Ibrahim Traore have been able to achieve within the space of 2 years. Somebody that have given his people 5,000 kilometer paved road within the space of 2 years. Is it easy? It's not easy. Somebody that have already asked all the foreign contractors to leave because they are not doing anything reasonable, because his intention is to make sure that the dividends of democracy goes across the board, reaching every single Burkinabe. Now he decided to purchase equipment by himself to start constructing roads by himself, and he's doing it perfectly. Go to Ouagadougou today, you see bridges everywhere. That's a big achievement, my brother. I don't know why we discredit this young man like this in this form. This is one of the reasons why I found the need to use his picture on my background to sensitize you guys, letting you guys to know that all these propaganda that are flying around is all lies from the pit of hell. Ibrahim Traore is not a very hard and harsh person. Listen, let me tell you one thing about Ibrahim Traore. According to Tayo Aina that went to Burkina Faso and interviewed Burkinabes, they told him that Ibrahim Traore is somebody that have listening ears. If you feel anything, if you feel some kind of way, just come to him, tell him, this is the thing that I'm feeling about this sector or this sector. please, how can we do to fix it? Or, he would definitely bring a solution, and he would definitely, pay attention to you and bring a solution to it. This is one good thing about him. So why do you guys still, tag him as a dictator and all that? He's not. And by the way, if you talk about the insecurity in the northern part of Burkina Faso, you've already, fight so hard and reduce them. There's more, there's more safety now in Burkina Faso than before, when the French government were there. When the French government were there, do you want to tell me that French as a country, one of the strongest countries in Europe, does not have the capacity to end the insecurity in the northern part of Burkina Faso? They had the capacity to end it. But the problem is that they cannot, because it's in their own favor. It's in their own favor. It favors them a lot. And the young man came up and said, no, we can't continue taking aid from you guys. Now you guys have to go. And they got upset. If you're not making any profit or making any benefit from your presence in the Burkina Faso, why will you be angry when the guy asks you guys to leave? Yeah, you're angry because there's a benefit there. So stop saying it's aid. We are giving them aid. We are giving them aid. You give me $1 and take $5 from me. Is that one aid? It's not aid. You're making transaction. You're making business with me. You understand? So I'm just trying to put the record straight. Ibrahim Traore is never a dictator, can never be. He's doing well. He's doing well. Make your research very well. Okay. Cousin Lois said again, the previous government was bad. I agree. But I still don't like this current government. There's been a lot of violence as of recently. No one denies this. It is a difficult situation. What I want to know, please, what violence, please, may I know? You've not been to Burkina Faso, for crying out loud. How will you be able to know what's going on there? How will you be able to know? Burkina Faso is not far from me here. If there's anything wrong, if anything is going wrong in Burkina Faso, I will definitely hear it. So where are you getting your news from? And by the way, Ibrahim Traore is never a dictator, as you guys are labeling him. You've not been there. You don't know what's going on there. You don't know the guy's achievement in Burkina Faso. You don't know what they have achieved so far in Burkina Faso. All because he asked the Westerners to go, because he started feeling uncomfortable. How come to my country and be taking my resources and be giving me percentage? It is uncalled for. And he asked them to leave. And what the reason they gave was Burkina Faso does not have the equipment to mine. Is that enough reason to give a whole country 20% of their resources? And he got upset. He ended up, purchasing those equipments and start mining by himself. And people start getting angry, getting upset that he's mining by himself. He's exploiting resources. He's doing this, he's doing that. Listen, let me tell you something. If Ibrahim Traore was a selfish leader, or somebody that is, selfish, that cares about himself and his family alone, do you know, if it is some of us in Africa, you know what he would have done? He would call French government, tell them, come, now let's negotiate. You guys give me such amount of money. If you give me, like, let's say $3 billion or $4 billion, I will leave the country for you guys, and I will go with my family to America or to anywhere else and go and have a life and leave the country for you guys. You guys continue what you are doing. He has the capacity to do it, and nothing will happen. The next morning, what do you hear? He fly all his family members out and go and have a beautiful life somewhere else, instead of suffering like this. God has helped him. Do you know how many assassination attempts he survived already? Over 17 assassination attempts. And we Africans still not encouraging this young man. We're not still, promoting his leadership. All we do is to condemn his leadership for no reason, for no just cause. There's no leader in Africa. It will be very difficult for us to find somebody like Ibrahim Traore. I don't know what's wrong with these people, for God's sake. Eh? I don't know what's wrong with my light. It's playing. So I am sure there is countries in Africa you haven't been, but talk about as well. Okay. I don't know. I don't understand what you mean. Say, I'm sure there is countries in Africa you haven't been, but talk about as well. Which country do I have to talk about? I've not been to so many countries in Africa. I've never been to so many countries. The countries that I've been to Cape Verde, I've been to Cape Verde, I've been to Burkina Faso, I've been to Niger, Mali, Senegal. I live in Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Cape Verde, Mozambique, South Africa. That's all. Where again in Africa that I've visited already? Guinea Conakry. Which other country that I visited already in Africa? If I remember, I will mention it. But all the countries that I visited so far. Alex Blue Coat, welcome back again this morning. How are you doing? Gaddafi children was living like that. One of the sons spent hundreds of millions on dirty jobs, parties, and yachts in Europe. Yeah, I do. I'm a good traveler. In fact, that's one of my hobbies. It's since I got married, I reduced hand in traveling. But traveling is one of my hobbies. I travel a lot. I do travel well. Yeah, since I got married, I reduced hand. I step back a little bit because traveling is money, and money that you have to use to, I travel a lot. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I travel a lot. I've been to China, Thailand. Where else again? Mm, Malta. That's all. Yeah. So, Kasindo, I've been to Senegal and loved it. Senegal is a very beautiful country. Dakar is a very beautiful province in Senegal. Beautiful capital. Well, Jammeh and Osman Sonko, they are doing amazingly well in Senegal. They are doing so well. In fact, the level of infrastructure in Senegal is wow, is amazing. I mean, there are some either if you go to Senegal today, you will be asking. It's just like Cape Verde. Senegal is just like Cape Verde. Senegal is the stone throw from me here. It's not even. It will not. If I'm going to Senegal, it will not cost me up to 6 hours. 6 hours from Amdalai to Kaolack, from Kaolack to Dakar. I have 6 7 hours from Gambia to Senegal. But Cape Verde, have you been to Cape Verde before? Cape Verde is one of the most beautiful country in Africa. One of the most beautiful country. In fact, if I decide not to live in the Gambia, I want to still live in Africa, but not in the Gambia. I think Cape Verde will be my choice, not even South Africa. Cape Verde, one thing I like about Cape Verde is peaceful. Cape Verde is beautiful. Cape Verde is calm. In the middle of, in the middle of ocean, it's an island. Cape Verde is very beautiful. That's one thing I love about Cape Verde. Cape Verde, I love Cape Verde so much. I love Cape Verde so much. Let's because Kenya is one of the most beautiful in Africa, especially if you want to do safari and it's neat, organized, and safe. Yeah, Kenya too is nice, but I've not been to Kenya anyway. But from what I read on the history, yeah, Kenya is nice. It's a nice place, but I've not been there. And I pray one day, maybe soon, I'll definitely be there. Though I'm going to Burkina Faso next month. I'll be in Burkina Faso, I think middle of next month or end of next month, August. I'll be in Burkina Faso. I just want to spend 1 week there. After Burkina Faso, yeah, Nigeria, next my country. Hasi, Diarem, I don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm sorry. That's Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso president. Cousin, now your argument, I don't think you'll be very difficult to be desensitized. So I'll leave you with your brain. Maybe one day you get to come to your senses and get to understand the importance of protecting Ibrahim Traore. You may not like him now, but one day you get to know what he's doing, that he's doing amazingly well. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining. Please, if you're joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, it's good. It's good you go there. It's very good. You go and confirm from what you are hearing. Don't believe in these compromised media houses in Africa and media, you know, your television, your news channels and radio stations. Don't rely on them. Most of them sells out fake news, to suit the convenience of their paymasters. You know, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. Nobody's subscribing again. What's going on? Subscribe to the channel, please. Subscribe. And Annie Eugene Eliko, please, where are you watching from? Annie Eugene, where are you watching from? Henry Subuga. Henry Subuga, it's been a while. Where have you been? It's been a long time. Henry, I hope everything is okay with you. I've not seen you on live stream here for a very long time. You see, this is one of the reasons why I always tell you, please comment where you're watching from. Once you comment, I know my subscribers, I know them. I can't deny the fact that I still remember their names one after the other. Yeah, Henry Subuga. Thank you very much. I think Henry is from is it Kenya or Uganda? Henry. Anne Eugene Eliko. I don't read French. I'm sorry. I only read Portuguese and English. I don't really read French. Thank you very much. Please, can you translate in English, please? And secondly, where are you watching us from, please, Annie? Annie, may we know where you're watching from, please? Would be nice to know where you're watching from. Would be nice to know where you're watching from, Annie. Henry Subuga. Henry, hope everything is okay with you. Welcome, guys. All right. Um. Okay. Okay. That's okay. Jaquin, 48, from Central California. Thank you very much for joining us here. Epa is from France. Okay. Yeah, it's from France. There's a possibility it can still come from her because a lot of African countries are speaking French. So it's not must that he speaks French, or he or she speaks French means that he or she is coming from France. We still have other African countries that speaks French. Senegal speak French. Burkina Faso speak French. Niger, Mali, Senegal, Chad, Cameroon, all of them they speak French language. So Tim Jones, hello, I am Antonio Mayers. I am from South Carolina. From South Carolina, thank you very much. Helene Oko, watching from Nigeria, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. If you're joining us for the first time, subscribe to the channel, please. Subscribe to the channel, share the broadcast, and as well, comment where you're watching from. It's necessary, please. There's an act of support to this channel so that we can get to wider audience. All right. Thank you for joining us here. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. All right. Who else is there? Who else is there? Please do not forget. Igbe Baku Friday. Thank you very much for joining us. Please comment where you're watching from. Bubakar Bojang. Ibrahim Traore is doing wonders for this country and sooner rather than later for the whole of Africa. Thanks from the Gambia, West Africa. Thank you very much, Bubakar Bojang. God bless you for joining us here. God bless you. Like I said, we can't deny the fact that there will be, people selling out propaganda against Ibrahim Traore. We've seen it time without number. We've seen it several times. They're trying to, ridicule the guy. They're trying to tarnish the guy's image. They're trying to they're trying to find a way to invade Burkina Faso, but it is late already because we have social media on our hands, and that is the only weapon that we have to debunk and to speak out louder when they try to do anything funny. That is the reason why they could not succeed with their journey to to what's it called, Congress, American Congress, to labeling him a dictator. This is one of the reasons why it is make it as a point of duty to always debunk the news. I mean, use a platform encourage his leadership, promote his leadership, and as well sensitize the people. Because listen, Ibrahim Traore is like a Gaddafi that we are seeing today. He's like a Thomas Sankara that we are seeing today. At least he's working with his act in what he's doing in Burkina Faso. He's waking African youth up. He's making us to understand that we have everything. You have everything that would desire to fix Africa, to put Africa in the right track, in the right place that it's supposed to be. That I've said it time without number. There shouldn't be any reason why any African youth should be going to bed hungry and with empty stomach. There shouldn't be any reason why any African child should be out of school because of school fees. There shouldn't be any reason why our youth will be jumping Mediterranean Sea to cross to Europe just to look for greener pasture. There shouldn't be any reason why, and Africans will be suffering. Graduates will be coming out from school without jobs. Even if they have the job, the pay is nothing to write home about. The minimum wage in Africa is in shambles. Is nothing to write home about. So we have everything. Europe was being rebuilt. I said it time without number on my live stream here. Europe was rebuilt after Second World War with 70%. 70% of the resources that was used to rebuild Europe came from Africa. That is to tell you how wealthy Africa is as a continent. Let's just get to understand that the fact that we're supposed to protect this young man and promote his leadership, and as well making him feel that sense of belonging, like he's doing well. He's doing amazingly well. Okay. Here is President Museveni and President Kagame. I don't want to talk about Museveni. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about him. Museveni of Uganda, I don't want to talk about him at all. In fact, I'm an enemy of Museveni because, first of all, I see him as a true tyrant. And for you to get to understand that, Africa, we have a long way to go, is that I have a question. Anyway, from this, your comment, let me ask a question. Why is it that when any African leader that comes up, trying to fix Africa or trying to put Africa on track or trying to help Africans or trying to, restore our dignity, reclaiming back our resources back, why would the West always tag him or name him as a dictator or as a tyrant or as a brutal president? Why is it like that? But the real ones that are tyrants in Africa, they are being protected. Why is it like that? Because if truly these people are fighting dictatorship or tyranny in Africa, I don't think Museveni, Choma, reduce your sound. I don't think Museveni should be working freely now. He should be in jail because Museveni have committed, crime against humanity. Everybody knows that. Museveni have committed genocide in Uganda several times, and nothing is being done. And he's working freely, and he's still the president of Uganda. If truly these people mean well for Africa, they are fighting dictatorship and tyranny in Africa. Museveni shouldn't have been working freely today. And I have a question. I've asked this question several times on my live channel, on my live stream here. 2021, there was election in Uganda. There was election, presidential election in Uganda. And we also, starting from the campaign, we saw how Museveni killed a lot of opposition, members. A lot of Ugandans were being killed because they came out en masse demanding for good leadership, demanding for good governance. That is not a crime. For crying out loud. And they were being killed. They were being sentenced to jail. They were being, bullied and beaten up. And at the end of the day, nothing happened. Even during the time of the election, Bobby Wine, who was an opposition, a strong opposition member during that election, was on house arrest throughout the day of that election. Throughout, Bobby Wine was on house arrest from the morning to the evening, even to the next day after the election. He was on house arrest. And mind you, European Union were there, African Union were there as observers, ECOWAS were there, United Nations were there. They saw what played out. And at the end of the day, after seeing whatever that happened, even if Museveni used the military to snipe ballot boxes in the polling unit, at the end of the day, he was being declared as the winner of that election. Is that not high level of corruption in Africa? Not just Africa, in the world. Like I keep telling people that we are living in a very cold world where there is injustice, unfairness and the abuse of power and influence. Abuse of power and influence. And at the end of the day, you can see the level of nepotism in Uganda. I mean, I don't know why this man reminded me of Museveni. I don't even want to talk about him because I don't want to talk about him at all. I don't want to talk about him because I despise everything about his leadership. I don't hate him as a person because he's a human being. I love every human being. But his leadership, I despise everything about Museveni's leadership. If you're talking about brutal president, it shouldn't be Idi Amin of Uganda. It should be Museveni. Museveni have held Uganda people ransom for 40-something years. For 40-something good years, they have held these people ransom. There's no development in Uganda. In fact, Uganda is one of the underdeveloped countries in the Africa. A country that you are holding ransom. And the next thing he did was to use his son as a what's it called? As a CDS, as a chief of defense staff. His own biological son. That is the high level of nepotism, and have the plan of using his son to replace himself. And now I will call Uganda, Museveni's enterprises. I don't know. I don't know why this guy reminded me of this man, because for real, sincerely speaking, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't just like him. You see Museveni, you see Obiang of what's it called, Equatorial Guinea. I despise these people with my blood, with everything inside me. I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear about them. I dislike them. Sincerely speaking, we are doomed. Our leaders are puppets. Our leaders are all. Listen, before we can be able to find a leader like Ibrahim Traore that stands still to defend his people, it will be very, very difficult. It will be very, very difficult. Bubakar Bojang said, yes, my brother, Museveni should have given chance to his son. How can he give chance to his son? How can he give chance to his son? He have ruled Uganda for over 40-something years, and he should step down. Let another Ugandan take over, the mantle of leadership in Uganda. Uganda does not belong to individual. Uganda belongs to Ugandans. I mean, he should allow free and fair election. He should encourage free and fair election in Uganda, not using power and the influence to oppress the people, oppress the opposition, and making somebody like Henry Musubuga become a slave to him, that is worshiping him. Henry Musubuga should be 30-something years. Last time he told me that he's 37 years. 37 years, and immediately he came to this world, he met Museveni as president. Museveni has been a president of Uganda for 40-something years. That means Henry Musubuga, as 37 years old man, met Museveni as a president when he was born. And I believe pretty well that Henry Musubuga now have a gray hair on his head. He's growing old already. And Museveni, of 80-something years old man going to 90 years, is still the president of Uganda. How can this man, transform Uganda in this day and age where we have technological age, that we need young brain, we need young, vibrant brain to carry on the affairs of the country? How would you expect somebody like Museveni, to attract, technological, atmosphere in Uganda? And you are here, Henry Subuga, a 37 years old man, is supporting a 90 years old man to become his president for life. It's very bad. It's very bad. Honestly. Anytime we have a leader that that loves his people, that wants the best of his people, what the Westerners do is to start projecting him to the people as a bad person, as a horrible leader, as a tyrant, as a dictator. But the real dictators are working freely. 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 It's very bad. It's very bad. And somebody like this man, this Henry Subuga, will be supporting an old man to become his president for life. Cassin said, what do you think about Yaya Jammeh? I'm coming for Yaya Jammeh. Yaya Jammeh, let me tell you something about Yaya Jammeh that you guys, most of you don't know. Choma, open that door for me. Most of you don't know about Yaya Jammeh. Yaya Jammeh was an amazing president. And Yaya Jammeh was not a puppet to the West. Fact. Fact. He was never a puppet to the West. He was that leader that loved his people. Despite that, sometimes we are human, we are all human beings, we are bound to make a mistake. I think this thing is too bright. Close this one a little bit. They are bound to make a mistake, but Yahya Jammeh, you can never use Yahya Jammeh to compare to this puppet that is here now. It's not possible. It's not possible. Yahya Jammeh loved his people, and during the time of Yahya Jammeh, there was total security in the Gambia. You will hardly hear that where they kill somebody or they kill somebody somewhere in Gambia. But since Yahya Jammeh left, every week there is a news of killing here and there in the Gambia. So you cannot use, I mean, Yahya Jammeh and this current president is like day and night. You cannot use day to compare to night. It's not possible. It's not possible. I don't want to talk much about Yahya Jammeh anyway. I have a lot of things to say about him. Lot of things. But I will rest my case for now. I'll rest my case. Adebisi Adodo, that's my good day. Is it my brother or my sister? Hi, Adebisi Adodo from Nigeria. Just stumbling into your channel. Thanks for enlightening our people. We Africans need to emancipate ourselves of mental slavery. Thank you very much for your comment. Thank you so much. That's why we are here. Sinkiss Nation said, that's to tell you that they can never let Africa grow. Never. It's not possible. Yeah, Kassim, his son is the leader, is the CDS, is the chief defense staff of the country. That's a high level of nepotism. Yes. Alex Bluecoat said, did you watch the high summit yesterday in the White House? Trump invited the West African leaders. He promised a very high support and collaboration in many sectors. Listen, let me tell you something. Everything about Trump, listen, is give and take. If you watch closely, Trump's leadership is all about how to cut costs and how to make more money. Anything if Trump tell you that he will give you $100, be rest assured that he will take $1,000 from you. Forget about those things. Those things are this is something that they're showing you on the media, but the underground, you will not know what's going on. Forget about those aids. We don't need them. They're using it to penetrate Africa. Do you understand? So I don't believe in those things. I don't believe in those aids. Those things are not necessary. Those things are not necessary. Mustafa Mohammed, thank you very much, my brother. Ishmael Keita, thank you so much. Where are you watching from? Thank you very much. Epal at 3597. What about the president of Cameroon? I don't know much about him. He's an old man. He should go and rest. He should go to bed. He's an old man. I mean, I don't know why when these people cling to power, it's hard for them to leave the power. Just like what's happening in Gambia now. Somebody was saying Jammeh was this, Jammeh did this, Jammeh is criminal, Jammeh spent 22 years in power, Jammeh that. Now you spend 10 years and you still want to go for another third term. So what is different between you and Yahya Jammeh? All the things that you accused Jammeh of doing, you are now doing them. So I mean, let's just forget about all these lies from the pit of hell. They just face the reality and call a spade, my brother. Henry Subuga. But Uganda has got security. That's what we need. You're not serious. Yeah, this one said, but I cannot believe you're 37 years. But 37 years old thinking like small children like this. I mean, it's very sad that your children are, what kind of children you are giving birth, my brother. At this age, 37 years, you don't know good from bad, you don't know bad from good. You are being sentimental. You are using favoritism, you are being too tribalistic, in things like this, in politics. My brother. Hello? Okay. Agbachi dada ya o. Kwachie ya ge kwachie so da mpata ya ma push here out. Eh? Ịgbachiri dị agbachi. Okay. Ngwa ngwa o. Okay. 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 Boubacar Bojan said, that is the simple truth about Mr. Jammeh and the majority of Gambians like him back to the Gambia. My brother, I'm very sorry. Gambians made a choice in 2016, but they made a wrong choice. Yeah, it is right for them, for them to oust Jammeh out of power. But this current choice they made, is a disaster. Honestly speaking, is a disaster. It's very, very important when you are electing a leader, elect a leader that has the people at heart. It's not the leader that will always think that he's doing too much or he's doing enough. I don't know if you understand my point. I don't even care the welfare of the people. Leader that does not care about the welfare of the people. I mean, still, no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad his leadership is, Gambia still remains one of the most safest country in Africa. That nobody can doubt that fact because of the foundation Jammeh laid before he left. It's not because of this guy's foundation. If you talk about foundation, this guy have never made any foundation. But Gambia still remains, no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad the leadership is, Gambia still remains the safest country in the history, one of the safest country in the history of Africa. If not number one, it can be number two. If not number two, can not be anything less than number three. The safest country in Africa. Gambia is a country whereby you can never hear anything about terrorism. It's not possible in the history of Gambia. It's not possible. Gambia is that country that you can never see armed robbers come out on the street, shoot during the day, robbing bank. It can never happen. The other day it happened. Yeah, it was just few, but they were being caught. In fact, one good thing I love about Gambia, one sweet thing I love about Gambia is that no matter how much, if you commit a crime here, no matter where you run, go, no matter where you go, I mean, I'm telling you, I know every nook and cranny of this country. I've been here for 15 years. I mean, I've got married here. I have children here. So nobody can tell me. I will even tell the story of this country more than even some Gambians. So this country, in Gambia where I live, I mean, no matter the crime you committed, if you run, no matter how you run, no matter how many years it will take, you'll be caught. That's one thing about the country that I love. And this foundation was being laid by Jammeh. Nobody can deny that fact. Jammeh's leadership was one of the best. One of the best. Security was top-notch. But at a point, when this guy came to power, the Gambians thought that they got him Messiah, but at the end of the day, the Messiah is turning out to become something else. I'm sorry to say, but we have to call it spade a spade. I can only die once, and if I die now, I'm not going to die again. And 100 years to come, all of us will not be here. So it's better, they say, if you see something, you say something. If you talk, you will die. If you don't talk, you will still die. So is it not better to die, talk and die as a hero than to die as a coward and refuse to talk? Do you understand? So that's how it is. At DBC, I don't know, why is it that our people still looking up to Trump? Can they see what's going on? I swear, oh my goodness, I swear to God, our people have become something else. I swear. Trump is trying to remind you. I mean, this is one of the reasons why when I tell people, listen, if you're making a decision of sending your children to America to go and have a beautiful life at early age, you're making a very fatal mistake. You're making a very big mistake. I mean, Trump today is trying to remind Africans Africans in America, I mean, other races in America, I'm reminding them of where they're coming from. It's a pure case of white supremacy. I'm sorry to say, but he is. He is. And how on earth will you even think that Trump will come and give you aid without making any profit? How? Our leaders will not tell us what is on the ground, what is playing on the ground. They will not come out and tell us. They will only tell us what will suit their convenience, and Mind you, America will tell them, please don't tell your people what we have discussed. Let it be confidential. We cannot let them know what's going on without knowing. I mean, like Africa, we have a long way to go. The problem that we have is puppets that we have today. The problem that we have leaders that are puppets to these Westerners. I mean, bowing for them, allowing them to come to our continent, is exploiting our resources without anything being done. And we need to wake up, sincerely speaking. The president of Nigeria, someone should tell him to sit down. The young people need to lead the country, lead Africa. The older ones are just continuing the corruption that has been there for years and decades. Senegal is safe also. Senegal is safe. It depends on what part of Senegal. Yeah, Senegal is safe, but depend on what part of Senegal. But so far, so good. Jammeh and Sonko, they are doing amazingly well in Senegal. Nobody can deny that fact. In terms of security, even the rebels in Casamance, those ones have already stopped. So Senegal is also safe, but depend on the areas in Senegal. So my brother said, why is it that our people, okay, I've responded to this already. Now, he said, President, let me tell you about Nigerian president. Corruption, when I say that corruption started from the grassroots, people still doubt me. Guys, please, if you're joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel, put on your notification button, share the broadcast, and as well, comment where you're watching from. Don't go to that corridor again. Okay? Sit here. Share the broadcast, please. Boubacar Boja, my brother Jammeh, was threatened by the UAU commandos by just flying a fighter jet plane. And when Jammeh saw that, he then gave up because he doesn't want people to die. Exactly. Jammeh is one Jammeh is one president that I know that is fearless. But at a point, he loves his people so much. I've said it time without number here. He loves his people so much that he wouldn't want anything that will even hurt this country. But be mindful. I don't want to remind you guys, Jammeh was a soldier. And a soldier is always to die. He's already signed to die. Left to Jammeh alone, Jammeh would not mind whatever that will come after. He wouldn't mind. But because of the love he has for his people, he decided to give up. And giving up is also good. But number one, the negative effect of him giving up is because he gave up for a puppet. Somebody that want to cling to power for 15 years and still more counting. Brainwashing people. That somebody that is throwing money up. I mean, Gambia is my small country. No. Gambia have a long way to go. Gambians have not made choice yet, sincerely speaking. What's going on here? What's going on in the Gambia here is something that I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. But people can no longer come out and protest and say and lend their voice and the demand for good governance. No, it's not in Gambia anymore. They've already bought their water tank to spread. And this kind of thing was not in the history of Gambia. There was none. Those things that Jammeh were being accused of, those things that they accused Jammeh of doing, the same thing. These people are repeating those things. Those people are doing the same thing. Okay, you accuse Jammeh of staying, in power for long, 22 years. I mean, you've spent 10 years already, and you still want to go more. And after that, you still want to go more. Your followers are even singing Jammeh battle forever. I mean, the other day, yesterday, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, I had a conversation with a Gambian, my Gambian follower here. She was saying that Gambians are not ready. I told her Gambians are not ready yet for change. Gambians are not ready yet. Just like my Nigerians, we are not ready yet for change. If we really want change, definitely the change that we desire will definitely come to us sooner than later. I mean, we're not ready. We are still scared. We don't want to die. We don't want to make that sacrifice. Because that is their new pattern now in Africa now. All these leaders, that's their new pattern. Once people come out to demand for good governance, what they do is to use the tree and use live bullets to eliminate them. It happened in Kenya a few days ago. It happened in Togo a few days ago. And it keeps happening. They scare you with live bullets, making sure that you will never come out again to demand for good governance. This is the problem that we have in Africa. And I pray that God will help us because it's becoming too much. Yes, my brother, I live in the Gambia. Of course, I live in the Gambia for sure. I live in the Gambia. I've been living here for a very long time. I've been living here for a very long time. But though I don't stay constantly, I do travel around as well. Yeah. My sister Vivian Orenejobo, I don't know if I pronounced it well. This is my Edo sister. I believe so. She said, please, you people in diaspora should be a campaign to Nigerians. Behave well and stop crime. We are tired of bad news about Nigerians in different countries. They should stop giving us bad names. Thank you very much. I love your comment. I love your comment. I'm coming for your comment. Nana Bringpong, you say Yaya Jammeh is coming back to Gambia politics after Adam Barrow. I pray that he comes back, but sincerely speaking, according to the constitution, I don't think that he will be able to stand for anything anymore. You know, but every single out of even all the people that hated Jammeh then, everybody now want Jammeh back. Sincerely speaking, everybody. See, if Jammeh had about 60% of supporters before, Jammeh would definitely have about 95% of supporters now. Sincerely, because they said if a woman marries two wives, two husbands, she will get to know which one is better, which one is sweeter. You understand? So Gambians have Gambia have decided they wanted to test. They've tested it already and they've seen the difference. And the difference is very, very clear. You understand? Yeah. Okay, let me answer this, my sister. My brother, Adama, you had Adama. Adama is worst. Thank God that you had that. It's not from my mouth. It's not from my mouth you had it, right? I'm very happy that you had it. In fact, like I said, I know every nook and cranny of this country. And how bad it has become now have never happened in the history of Gambia. Never, 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 never. Have never happened in the history of this country that human beings are not, lives are not being valued anymore. I mean, police officers on their checking point can be killed. Innocent citizens would just be, they're stabbed to death. I mean, things that was not happening in Gambia. Armed robbers will go to the bank during the day and rob bank. These are strange news in the Gambia. I've never. These are strange news. Price of essential commodities keep increasing. There should be price control. Things you bought today. I know that is, there's an economic meltdown everywhere in the world, but at a point, Jammeh. You see, one thing I love about Jammeh. Oh no, Gambia can. I pray that Gambia have somebody like Jammeh again. Sincerely speaking, not somebody that is brutal. Somebody that is a kind president like him. Somebody that have his people at heart. I just pray. Now, let me respond to this, my sister. I understand exactly what your comment is all about. He said, please, you people in diaspora should be a campaign to Nigeria to let Nigerians behave well and stop crime. We are tired of bad news about Nigerians in different countries. They should stop giving us bad names. Well, before now, Nigerian names has never been good anywhere. We've not had any good name anywhere. We've been hated all around the world. Because why? Because of this same thing that you complained about now. Because of this same thing that you complained about. First of all, I've said it time without number here on my live channel. And if anytime I say it, Nigerians will come here and say, hey, you are giving us bad, you are projecting us bad, you are doing this. I said, listen, I'm not projecting your country bad, but you are doing it. First of all, everybody, with me even saying anything on my live stream, everybody already know that anywhere Nigerians appear, there is danger. They see it as danger. Anywhere you go with Nigerian passport, they would see you as danger. That is why we are not being respected. Our passport is the one of the worst passports in the world. You know why? This same thing that I said yesterday, societal pressure. Everybody want to feel among, everybody want to belong, everybody want to be rich. Get rich quick syndrome. That is one of the problems that is causing all these things. When you are travel, and most of the supporters of this problem is the parents and family members back home, societal pressure. They always have the mindset, once you are no longer living in Nigeria, now you are rich. It is time for you to start bringing money, doing that, doing this. You know, encouraging crime and all that, which is uncalled for. I said it time without number on my live stream. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to talk about it today because, okay, join me tomorrow. Join me tomorrow or in the evening time. I will talk about in the evening time. That will be my topic in the evening time. I don't care how Nigerians will feel about my channel. If they want to leave, there's no problem. Broad is the way. But like I said, I stand for truth, justice, fairness, and equity. I stand for what is right. I can't be on this live stream sending out lies or trying to protect or prevent, protect evil. I cannot. Because by the way, Nigeria have never done anything good for me before. I cannot remember what Nigeria have done for me, for my life, for the first time. So why should I protect such bad behaviors of Nigerians all around the world, everywhere we go? So that will not be, I'm not going to be talking that topic now. Join me in the evening time by 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. Join me. I will be discussing about Nigerians' behavior in other African Nigerians in diaspora, their behavior in other African countries and other countries in the world. I'm going to be talking about that in the evening time by 8:30 p.m. I have a very good Nigerian friend, but some are completely radical, very radical, very radical. This is one of the reasons why I find it difficult to do business with my Nigerian brothers. Not, in fact, let me not just say Nigerian brothers. Let me not classify. See, if you see Northern Nigeria, if you see Hausa people are one of the most honest people. In fact, I would say they are most honest people in Nigeria, Hausa people. And you can never, Hausa people doesn't even travel much anyway. And their behavior is always, they comport themselves. They are not greedy. They don't have that rich quick syndrome, get rich quick syndrome. They don't have it. And I'm not going to be talking about it now. That will be my topic today in the evening time by 8:30 p.m. Join me. That's why I tell you to put on your notification button, share the broadcast so we can get to wider audience. If you're a Nigerian, please watching me, please share the broadcast on Nigerians. I want more Nigerians on my live stream by 8:30 p.m. That will be my discussion, and I'm going to talk about it without fear or favor. I don't care how anybody feels like. I said it time without number. A lot of them cannot continue painting us bad. Meanwhile, we work so hard. I know how much I work so hard. To meet ends meet. At the end of the day, somebody else will be coming to tarnish my image if I present my passport somewhere. Okay, for instance, I said it here some time ago, 2016 when I went to China. 2016 when I went to China. No, don't worry. MS Veggie, I'm gonna be talking about in the evening time. I'm not gonna be talking about this pro topic now. It is in the evening time, 8:30 p.m. Join me, we'll talk about it. Okay. Igbo King in Ghana. I talked about it yesterday on my live stream. It cannot work. There's no way it will work. There's no way it will work. Even in the Gambia where we live today, you see most of our people, you see Igbo community meetings. Every day there is fight. Every day there's division. Every day there's killing. Every day that they fight each other and all that. These are topic of today in the evening time. Come and join me live in the evening time. Let's talk about it. Okay. When I went to China on 2016, we were on the queue coming out from the arrival, going to the immigration for check, right? So on the queue, we were about 5 Nigerians in my front. I was the one in the middle. The 5 Nigerians were with me on the flight, and about other countries in Africa, Mozambique, Cavedians, and Senegalese, and all that. So when they see your passport as a Nigerian, they will put you by this. They will keep you one side. And other African countries, we are just let go, entering inside the country. Now, we Nigerians, we are 5 in number. They started interrogating us, asking us why we're here. Some kind of funny questions. We spent about 45 minutes, being interrogated. And at the end of the day, they let some of us go. And about 2 people were being repatriated back immediately. So that got my attention. I was like, what is the essence of holding this passport that I cannot even travel in peace? Even ordinary money. Okay, I'm not going to talk about anything about this. Join me live today in the evening time by 8:30 p.m. We're going to be talking about it. Do not forget. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to be ending it here. I'm going to be ending it here now. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. God bless you, and God bless you. I'm very happy that we spent time together. At least we're able to have a proper discussion and discuss about things that are important. Yes, thank you very much, guys. Thank you. God bless you, guys. Please don't forget to please watch my videos. I made a video. Go to my channel, watch my videos. And when you watch my videos, you comment. I have videos of a lot of videos that I made. You can learn a lot from there. Watch my videos and write your opinion. And as well, I'm gonna be let me get. There are some topics that we're gonna be discussing today. Let me get my pen. Some of you guys are reminding me a lot. Before I forget this. All right. I found a need to do this because it's becoming too much. Our name is already on the mud, and we will have to, before we sanitize Africa, we'll have to start by ourselves first, making sure that we regain our dignity back. Let me get some paper because okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Chairman, there's paper there. Give me paper. Any paper there? Look for paper for me. No paper anywhere. Inside that bag, no paper. Okay. Don't worry. Let me use this thing to write it. I will not forget. All right. So today's topic will be Nigerians and bad behavior. Then the second one is Nigerians and Ghana. And their kingship. The third one is somebody reminded me of something. They came to the plane and parade Nigerians on one side and let other nationalities go. Thank you very much that you saw exactly what I experienced. Thank you very much. Thank you. That is what I see. I travel a lot. Like I said, I travel a lot. So I've gotten so many experiences. Even in ordinary Mali here, ordinary Mali, with Nigerian passport, you will have to pay 10,000 sefa before they will give you stamp to go in. I mean, on the land border, 10,000 sefa. I'm telling you, if you're on transit, you have to pay 20,000 sefa. Mali in and Mali out, 20,000 sefa. I've experienced it with Nigerian passport. While other countries pay 1,000 sefa, 1,000 sefa. Senegal, the same thing. Senegal land border, you have to pay 5,000 sefa as a Nigerian passport holder. 5,000 sefa in, 5,000 sefa out. That's what we see as Nigerians. So, I mean, is it not too much? Our name is already on the mud, and we cannot continue like this. Let's just call a spade a spade. Nigerians, our name is already on the mud. Honestly. I've said it time with that number. ECOWAS, having ECOWAS passport. ECOWAS is one of the worst institutions ever in the world. ECOWAS and African Union. These are the worst institutions. These are useless institutions. These are useless institutions. I've said it time with that number. These are the things that I will be saying. Alex Bluko says the smiling coast of Africa is nickname of the Gambia. The smallest country of mainland Africa. It's known for its friendly and welcoming people, as well as its beautiful beaches. Gambia is a very beautiful country. Sincerely, I don't think for me, till my retirement age, I don't think for me to leave Gambia will be difficult for me. Honestly, it will be difficult for me, even if I, later change not to be here anymore with my family. Definitely, I will have to build my retirement home here. Sincerely, I'm not going to lie to you. Gambia is a country whereby 3 a.m. you can even walk out of your house, go to anywhere you want, and walk back to your house. Despite that, we still have kind of challenges in this petty robbery and all that, but still cannot be compared to any country in West Africa. Gambia is that country that, my brother, even if you don't have money and you meet a group of people, family eating food, they will call you, hey, my brother, come and come and eat. If you refuse to go, they will get angry with you. So welcoming. I mean, amazing people. I've been here for 15 years. I came here when I was very young. So you can imagine if I'm telling you something, I'm not telling you because I'm just trying to be nice or I'm just trying to make them like me. Like me for what? I don't want anybody like me. But I'm telling you, like I said, I stand for truth, justice, fairness, and equity. I stand for truth. Most importantly, anything that I tell you here, go and make your fact check is true. I'm not going to lie to you. So I found the need to, always say it the way it's supposed to be. Uh, no, I'm not left hand. Left hand? How? No. So that's how it is. These are the topics that we're going to be having today by 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. So see you um, by then. Share the broadcast, subscribe to the channel, put on your notification button, and as well, make sure. Hussein Mohammed, why did you ask me? Where are you watching from, by the way? Hussein Mohammed, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Nana Bringpong, he said, this is how we used to be in Ghana too, but people abuse the trust, so people are careful these days. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, Gambia and Senegal used to be one country before then, until there were division. There shouldn't be any division anyway, but these people they divide us for us to be seen ourselves as enemies. But it's okay. I mean, we are waking up in 21st century already. You know, the next thing that's going to happen to Africa, maybe in the next 50 years or 100 years, Africa is going to be unified. They're going to be one. I mean, we're going to be having one borderless Africa for sure. That is certain. And as well, we're going to be having one currency. I don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe on our own time or in next generation, upper generation. I don't know. But one day, Africa will wake up to become one. And when this happens, that will be the end of Europe. That will be the end of West. Okay. So Hussein Mohammed, where are you watching me from? So this will be my topic for today. Let me just take a snap of it. Okay. Hussein Mohammed from Ethiopia, you're welcome. I'm a Nigerian that lives in the Gambia. I'm a Nigerian that lives in the Gambia. Thank you for asking. God bless you. All right, guys. I'm gonna be saying bye bye to you guys for now till by 8:30 p.m. Please, everybody, join me live today by 8:30 p.m. Gambia time so that we can spend more time together. We have a lot to discuss. Okay. Oh, really? No, I'm not left. I think it's maybe the way you're watching. I'm right-handed. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. This is a guy in Italy. There's a guy in Italy called Pandi Micah, always bashing Adama. Really? I don't know. For real, Adama is not even doing well. Anyway, because he's exposing their corruption. If Traore, they will definitely be against him because he's exposing their corruption. He's exposing a lot about them. He's making our people to understand that we have everything that we need to make Africa great, and it's being withheld by these, so-called leaders, those so-called puppets of the West. that is taking that carry on the affairs of Africa. Mohammed, Hussein Mohammed said, "Why you post the picture of the Burkina Faso leader? Because I love him. Because I love to encourage him, and I see him as a hero. He's exceptional. He's an exceptional leader that needs to be promoted, promoting his leadership." Yeah. Mike Ilebodu, where are you watching from, please? Where are you watching from? Thank you, guys. I think I'll be saying bye-bye to you guys now. You spend much time already. All right. Do you see how Trump disgraced Liberian president? I saw it. I made a video of it anyway on my channel, but the video, I think kind of how they strike. They did not approve me to publish it, so I've not published it yet since yesterday morning. You see, yesterday morning or day before yesterday till now. YouTube doesn't want you to talk about Trump. It doesn't want you to talk about anything bad about Trump. Once you talk anything bad about Trump, it's a strike for you. So, and before I make a post, I always put it on private first for them to screen it, see if it's okay for me to post. I don't want my channel to have a strike. Like I said, the channel is monetized already, so I don't want anything that will cause a strike on it, because, like I said, I told you guys, one of the reasons why I monetize my channel. Though this is not the first time my channel got the criteria I needed for monetization. Okay, Mike from UK, God bless you. Thank you very much for joining us here. My channel got all the criteria in the 2017, but I overlooked it. I didn't take it serious. I wasn't taking it serious anyway. The channel have been for 10 years. So recently, when I embarked on this journey, it got another criteria. So I found the need to monetize it. And the main purpose of me monetizing the channel is because I have a dream. I have a goal that I want to achieve. And the goal is, I want to start going to some of these African countries, close by, sensitizing our people on how to returning back home, because a lot of Nigerians have been wasting on the street. There are a lot of Nigerians that have been on the journey for over 30 years. They've not visited Nigeria, and they doesn't call home because of what? Because of money. So found the need to start doing that. So that is the reason why I choose to monetize my page, to sponsor that journey. Thank you. OJ Mangenge. Hi, I am watching from Mozambique. I salute that young soldier. Congratulations to you. OJ Mangenge, are you from Mozambique, or you are just a resident in Mozambique? Do you speak Portuguese, or do you speak Creole? What do you speak? Then be careful when supporting Traore, because it slows your channel growth. YouTube does it to people. I understand. I know. I know. I know. I know. Always happy and ready to see Africa on the top, on the way top. Exactly. Exactly. And Africa, a lot are abroad like this because of too much expectation from people, because they jackpot. Exactly. That is the problem. They don't want to go back home. If you ask them, you don't want, they say they will tell you they don't have money. Societal pressure. I mean, you don't owe anybody anything. I mean, do you owe anybody anything? I don't owe anybody anything. I can go to Nigeria anytime I want, any day I want, without without minding whatever. I don't care. What my responsibility is my mom. Apart from my mom, I don't have anybody that should be worried about how he feels about me. However you feel about me is your business. It's not my business. You understand? So I don't know why people should be on the journey for a long time without going home. There's always importance of going home, returning back home. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Is it raining? It's raining, no? Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. They want to go. They want to go, but they want to go when they have built mansion and cars. Yet they send all their money home without doing anything. I swear to God. I swear to God. I mean, people back home always have that mindset once you leave your country to another country that there is a tree. It's too much pressure. That pressure is societal pressure. You're just trying to put people on high tension, making them to do things they're not prepared yet to do. I mean, it's not nice, you know? It's not nice. OJ Mangenge said, I am Mozambique and I do speak Portuguese, Oga. Ah, okay. Kumakusta, do you speak Creole too? Do you speak Creole? I fluent more in Creole than Portuguese anyway. Okay, guys, I'll be seeing you guys in the evening time by 8:30 p.m. I would love to see everyone. Please do me that favor. Join my live stream by 8:30 p.m. Please always remember here that the super chat is there, and the gift you can gift whatever you can, whatever you have. I would really, to support our project in 2026 January. Amazing time with me. I'll be giving you guys the update. I will be also giving you guys live stream when I'm on that project. I'll be giving you documentary of that project as well. So gift and support what we do. That's the most important thing as well. Share the broadcast always. When you are on my live stream, always remember to share, and always remember to share my live stream and comment. Okay, I would definitely appreciate. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. But it's a but in the family, in this fam in okay, but in all this, the family members enjoy it while they suffer abroad. Exactly, because maximum stays for holidays from abroad is 1 month. I swear to God. I swear to God. Highest you can stay, how you can when you travel, higher you can stay back home is highest you stays back home is like 1 month. For me, I've never stayed anything more than 1 month. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate. Please, 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. Don't forget, 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. We have very important discussion that we will discuss today. People saying that Ibrahim Traore did nothing. Ibrahim Traore is this and that, 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 that. I mean, sometimes I don't really want to answer them, but at a point, I still found the need to answer them. I still find the need to answer them. If you've not, if you don't, if you've not make your research, I will help you to make a research. There's one YouTuber, a Ghanaian YouTuber by the name Wademaya. I don't know if my brother Nana Brimpong, do you know Wademaya? Do you know Wademaya, the YouTuber? Do you know Wademaya? If you know Wademaya, then you get to agree with me that Wademaya is one of the credible YouTubers that we have in Africa, and I don't think he can ever be compromised, in any form. So I want to play one video of Wademaya when he went to Burkina Faso. So for people that are saying that Ibrahim Traore did nothing and he's a tyrant and this and that, you can hear from Wademaya as well, so that it will not look like it's only me that is making up stories. Okay. What is really happening in Burkina Faso is a revolution that I believe that the entire continent of Africa can emulate. I mean, when you have a leader that really cares about his people, he makes sure that he delivers. Guess what? Will you believe if I tell you that the entire country of Burkina Faso could only boast of 3,000 kilometers paved road from independence till now? Will you believe me? Will you believe me? I mean, a country called Botswana could boast of 3,000 kilometers when the British left them. But the French left, the government came to power. See, that's a construction going on. The government came to power for over 27 years. How old is this country? The country